For injuries, Breida is out, Selleck will be out, Goodwin will be out, Pettis is out, and T. Moore is questionable with the shoulder.
So will you tell us who lines up at X and Z? Or
No.
is that a secret?
No, I won't, sorry.
We-
I'd
we-
tell you
we-
if you didn't tell anyone else.
We think we've got a read on it. Anyway.
So Marquise's situation just never got better as the
Yeah.
week went on.
Yeah, hoping it would, but it didn't. He wasn't able to go today, so not gonna be able to go Sunday.
We saw your old quarterback out there, Jimmy Garoppolo, on the side field doing rehab work. Has he been out there much, or is this new?
I'm not sure. I don't notice, but I'm sure you guys do. I'm watching what's on the field, so I think he has been out there a little bit. We usually have been doing rehab and meetings when we're doing some practice stuff. I know people probably think it's better to be out and watch practice the whole time, but you just stand up, you get a sore back, and you get very bored. We'd rather him working on stuff to get better.
So everything, I mean, from what we saw briefly, everything looks very encouraging.
That's good. I'm encouraged about that.
Oh.
He's in the process of rehabbing. There's been no setbacks, which is good news, and he's been around a ton in the meetings and everything, so we've been amping that up a lot lately.
How's his attitude and mindset at this point?
It's been great. You know, I think he went through some time, just like everyone does when they have that, the disappointment and things like that. But, you know, he's been around the guys a lot lately, and he's been eager in the meetings and stuff, which shows that he's ready to get healthy and get back into football.
Has being on the sideline been valuable to him, listening to plays? And I know that he was sort of lost when he was in that role last year when he had first come in.
Yeah, definitely. It was much easier for him this year. You know, I think it's always good for guys to sit back and just watch, and especially when you know an offense inside and out. That's the first time you get to do that for myself was when I became a coach, and then you sit and just get to watch when you know everything. And as a coach, after doing that for a couple of years, then you wish you could go play again because you realize how much it would help you. So it's a situation that players don't want to get, but if they do get put in that situation, you take advantage of it and stuff like that, and it definitely can help.
What's the genesis of John Benton's guitar playing at the last practice of the year?
He always plays the guitar. He just is very quiet and doesn't tell many people about it. Last time I caught him playing the guitar is when we had to sleep here on a Thursday night game. And I was sleeping trying to go to bed at like 3 in the morning, and he didn't know I was in there. And so he was jamming his guitar so loud by himself to where I had to run out of my room. He thought he was alone. But no, John loves playing music, and I forget what happened, but he did it last year on a Friday, and we won that week. And when that stuff happens, it becomes a tradition. So he was up again today.
Did you have a favorite song that he played?
I like all the Guns N' Roses stuff he plays. That was my favorite rock group back in 3rd grade when I had to hide the cassette tape that I had because my mom didn't want me to listen to it. But it wasn't as bad as NWA and Two Live Crew.
Little Wayne.
No, that's not comparable. Much better.
Have you guys been approached about the Senior Bowl yet?
No, we haven't been approached, but I'm sure it's coming.
Is that something that you would want to do? I mean,
Yeah, you have mixed emotions about it always as a coach, but it's something that you never turn down. It's an advantage for you. Any little thing helps. If you can find out more about one guy, whether it affects a 7th-round pick or free agent you go for, it's always worth it. So it's something, if that opportunity happens, we'll be there.
With Marquise, when he came back from his 2-game absence, his playing time was significantly down. Was that because you wanted to get Pettis a longer look, or was Goodwin still not all the way back, or was he being demoted?
No, I wouldn't say demoted, but everything else, it's all of the above. You know, it started out with we were planning on doing it more to try to get Pettis better. You know, we wanted Pettis to come along, and we thought if he stayed on and played more, it'd give him a chance to get better. And first time he got to do that was Tampa, which wasn't a choice because, you know, Keith left the day before for good reasons. And then Pettis did struggle at times in that game, but he got better as the game went, which made us realize we need to keep him out there. So when Keith was going to come back, we were going to mix him in more. And Bourne stepped up too, and so we're trying to do the rotation, how we think is best for the team, best for all of our guys. And then in the meantime, Keith has got banged up again, so I think we started to use him a little bit more versus Denver, but his health has kind of made it hard. He's good.
Have you gleaned much from watching C.J. Anderson in his limited time?
How about what?
Gleaned much from watching C.J. Anderson in his limited time with the Rams?
No, I mean, he looks how he always has. CJ's a good runner, and he's efficient, and if they give him a lane, he's going to hit it. And he's been successful in this league, and he's a bigger guy that's not easy to bring down. He's a good player, definitely. It was good news for us what we just heard about Todd before I came in, but they got a good run scheme, a good O-line, and they got backs who can definitely beat you.
Will you do your walkthrough here tomorrow morning before you fly down, or will you do one down there?
No, we only do it down there if we go on a Friday. Yeah, so we'll do it here.
You don't want to be on the wrong side of a guy getting 4 sacks, but obviously it sounded like talking with some of the guys in the locker room that they definitely don't want to be on the wrong side of Aaron Donald breaking that record. Have you noticed that, or has that been talked about?
No, it hasn't been talked about. I mean, it doesn't surprise me you guys would answer it that way. It's not a one-game record. I know we have a big part of that with how many you got the first time we played against them, but I've been asked about that a lot this week, and you know, Aaron Donald is unbelievable every single time he steps on the field. So people ask me if we're going to get more from him this week or it's going to be more challenging, and I don't get how that's possible. It's as challenging as it gets every time you go against him. So it's just another game to me versus Aaron Donald, which is always a huge challenge. All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.